Welcome back to Aeons and Legacy. We're doing Chapter 3 in Search of New Power, and I have an error to correct right from the first episode. Oh my gosh. When Death Maiden had her first turn, I focused a Breach for 3 ether, and then I promptly bought a card for 3 ether. This was in her hand right now, so I'm going to put it back. She would not have been able to purchase that because she focused a Breach. And then the next card on the top of her deck to draw up to 5 cards was the Spark. So her hand now will be the Bug Zapper, 3 crystals, and a Spark. Okay, let's hope I don't mess things up too much more in this episode. So I'm going to zoom out, and we're going to begin our second episode of In Search of New Power. Alright, with that correction out of the way, we're going to be shuffling the turn order cards, as I do at the beginning and end of every episode. So I don't know what is going to be the turn order. Alright, and what do we have? Alright, is that good enough? Yeah, that's good enough. Okay, let's go. We got the Breeding Chamber at 2 health. We have Creeping Curse out, which we can get rid of by focusing, or not by evolving, but I don't really want to do it. Alright, let's find out who's going next. Death Maiden gets to go first. Alright, let's go over to Death Maiden's area, have her take her turn. Alright, Death Maiden's turn. She does have a Spark spell prepped, Open Breach 1. She's going to cast it off. That's going to do 1 damage, and I think, yeah, we're going to go ahead and hit the Spawning Horror. 48 health, down to 47. We'll just whittle away at him until we can hopefully take him right out. We'll find out, him or her, don't know what, or it. Alright, cards from hand. Bug Zapper is a spell, and Spark is a spell. So she's going to put Bug Zapper, Open Breach 1, and once again, I think we're going to spend, oh man, she needs to get cards too, but I don't want to have spells in hand. She's going to use 3 ether, once again to focus, Open Breach 3, or not Open Breach, just Breach 3 to that, and then prep the Spark spell. And she's not going to be able to spend the 3 ether again because she focused the Breach. Alright, I remembered. And she's going to put her cards back in any order. It should be that way. And drop 5 new cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for her next hand. Crystal, 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 Crystal. Neural Wreath. I really like this card. Okay, that's going to be her hand for her next turn. Let's go back to turn order. And yes, I'll be doing 1 full round per episode, so that's how I will be doing it. I will be hopefully trying to get them out every day. I should be able to, but I have no guarantees for that. Alright, turn order time. Nemesis. First thing I do, of course, is I put the card here so I don't forget. Alright, we have, this has 2 power on it. It's going to knock it down to 1 power. It's going to happen next time. And so we're not going to worry about that right now. It's not going to trigger, but we do have to worry about this. And this is Unearth. If there are no pods in play, which there are not, Breeding Chamber gains 5 life. Otherwise, Gravehold suffers 4 damage. Okay, well, the Breeding Chamber gets 5 life added to it. That wasn't too bad. It's going to go from 2 health up to 7, and I'll take 25 minutes. Oh, there's a 7. All right, usually I take forever to find it. Breeding Chamber is up to 7 health. Now that's the end of the Nemesis turn. We're supposed to check at the end of every Nemesis turn to see if the Breeding Chamber is at 11 or higher health. It is not. It is at 7. This Breeding Chamber is not going to spit out a pod. That's good. Ooh. All right. Turn order time. Oh, God. Nemesis. Ooh, this could get ugly. All right, let me not forget this. I'm going to put that there. We are going to have this card triggering. Oh, gosh. Okay, it's going to unleash. What does unleash mean? Well, Breeding Chamber gains 3 life. That's going to take it from 7 up to 10. It's not at 11 plus yet. Any player suffers 2 damage. The players collectively discard 2 cards in hand. Any player suffers 2 damage. I think, again, we're going to hit Astria. She's going to go from 8 health down to 6. This could be a dangerous maneuver. I keep finding the 9. Where is this? Oh, there's the 6. Okay, ooh. The players collectively discard 2 cards in hand. Oh, man. Collectively discard 2 cards in hand. Well, we have Collectively discard 2 cards in hand. Let's see what Astria's got. She's got 5. I think she's going to discard 1 crystal. Astria's going to discard 1 crystal from her hand, and I also think we're going to discard 1 crystal from Death Maiden. So they both discard a crystal. That's 2 cards from hand. Yep, we still have the Nemesis card to do, though. Holy crap. And we get the Spine Harvester. What? Immediately, if this is chapter 5 or higher, it is not. Evolve. And it's persistent. Any player suffers 2. What the hell? Any player suffers 2 damage? Whoa! And it has 3 shields on it. And how shields work is it doesn't matter how much damage the minion takes, it will only lose 1 shield. So if we do 6 damage at once, it'll lose 1 shield. So this is a good one to just plink off with spark spells. It only has 1 health, but holy crap, that's nasty. But now it's the end of the Nemesis turn. We check. Does it have 11 or more life? It has 10. Does not have 11 or more life. We are not going to be spitting out a pod. So that is at least something. Whew, wow. Okay, I think I got everything under control as far as rules and not screwing things up. Turn order time. Looks like the Nemesis is out of turns. We're over to Astria. Alright, Astria, let's go to her area and have her take her turn. Alright, we're over to Astria. Astria's got a spark spell. She's going to cast it, fire it off, and yes, she's going to fire it off into the face of the Spine Harvester. And that's going to knock out 1 of its 3 shields. It still has a lot of shields. Astria now is going to be playing her cards. She's got Lifebringer, gain an ether if you have 3 or more. Gain 1 ether if you have 3 or more. Sorry, gain a life. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. She's got 5 ether to spend. Hey, 5 ether. I think. Oh, 5 ether. I think what she's going. Oh man, what do we want to do? What do we want to do with 5 ether? 5 ether. I think Astria is going to get another one of the Ancient Canalists for 3, and then for 2, she's going to get 1 charge. It's going to be the end of her turn. She's going to put her cards back in any order. She's going to draw 5 new ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're going to see she's got 4 crystals, Force, Transfusion, and Spark. Okay, that's going to be her next turn. Ooh, back we go to turn order. Alright, back we go to turn order, and it's going to be Death Maiden. Alright, let's go to Death Maiden's area, have her take her turn. Alright, things getting kind of tricky. She's got some spells prepped, which is good. She's going to take, of course, the Spark spell. She's going to fire that off into the face of the Spine Harvester, knocking off its second of 3 shields. Now we could use the Bug Zapper to get rid of the last shield on the Spine Harvester, which, oh man, or do we want to hit the Breeding Chamber? I think we're going to use the Bug Zapper. I think we are going to hit the Spine Harvester, knocking its final shield off. Now it doesn't matter how much damage you do at one time, you only take 1 shield. Now the Spine Harvester has no shields at all, which is excellent, because now it's time for Death Maiden to play cards. She's going to be playing Focus Any Player's Breach. Any player may prep a spell in hand. So she's going to play that first. She can focus any breach. She can open her own breach. She's going to focus, though, Astria's Breach 3, and then she's going to have Astria prep a spell from hand, which is, I think, the way to do this. Alright, so Astria gets to focus her Breach 3, and she gets to prep a spell from hand. And I think Astria's actually going to prep the Spark spell to there. That sounds, she probably should do this, but we want to get rid of the Spine Harvester, so we're going to save that, I think, in her hand. At least maybe that's a silly decision, I don't know. We only need 1 damage to get rid of the Spine Harvester. she's going to be going next. Alright, back we go to Death Maiden to finish up her turn. Alright, and Death Maiden has played the Neural Wreath, and now she's got she's got 3 ether remaining. And I think with her 3 ether remaining, she can, well, she could, oh man, what to do? I think we're just going to go ahead and open her breach 3. We're just going to get a second breach of hers completely open, so that when we do get spells coming fast and hard later on, she's going to have at least 2 open breaches. Maybe she can buy one of those bending beams to put here, giving her a 5 damage. I don't know. We'll see. So she's going to put her cards back in the order that way. Flip over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's going to be, of course, for the next episode. Yep, crystal, 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 and a spark. Ooh, a very basic hand, but that's the way it is. All right, back to turn order. Alright, we're back to the turn order, and it will be Astria bringing up the final turn. Over we go to Astria, have her play her spells and turn. Alright, Astria has a spark spell, which we know because it just prepped it. She's going to fire that off. She is going to hit the Spine Harvester. I did really want to get rid of this guy because this persistent any player suffers 2 damage. Absolutely nasty, but it is now gone, which is excellent. You're out of there, Mr. Spine Eater, Spine Harvester. All right, she has Force Transfusion, and she has 3 ether. I think she's going to put the Force Transfusion in open breach 1. She's going to take her 3 ether, and she's going to use that, I think, once again to get. So many hard decisions in this game. I think she's going to go ahead and get the Ancient Canalith for 2, and I think we're going to stop buying her gems now, and then she's going to put these back in any order. Drawing up 5 cards, she's got 1, which is going to be a crystal. We'll flip this over and get 4 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're going to see she's got Lifebringer, Ancient Canalith, Spark, and a crystal. So that's going to be her hand for the next episode. How are we doing? I don't know. Alright, we're going to zoom out and we're going to end off our episode for today. Alright, things not completely out of hand yet, but it's going to get uglier. We got rid of that Spine Harvester, which I'm quite happy about. We let the other one trigger, though. We get Astria at 6 health, which is not great, but she does have the potential to heal a little bit later on, so I'm not too overly concerned at the moment. We have the Breeding Chamber at 10 health. If it gets 11 or higher, it's going to start spitting out pods, which is not good. We lose the game if 7 pods are out at one time, but so far that hasn't happened. We haven't had 1 pod come out yet. Alright, I hope I haven't made any errors. If I have, I will, of course, try and correct them by the next episode. So thanks so much for watching on. Thanks for your comments, subscriptions, likes. This is Aeons and Legacy. We're doing Chapter 3 in search of new power with Death Maiden and Astria. We're taking on the spawning horror this time, and we're going to see how it turns out in future episodes. So thanks so much, and I hope to see you in the next episode.